It means you've fallen behind. It means hope is dwindling. It means you're another call closer to losing your home to foreclosure. Fortunately, there's hope. If you need real help and guidance, call 1-888-995-HOPE. That's 1-888-995-4673.
Thanks very much.
Because nothing is worse than doing nothing. A public service announcement brought to you by NeighborWorks, the Ad Council, and this station.
Welcome back, everybody, to the final frame of 44, at least for this edition. I'm Ed Henry, CNN Senior White House Correspondent. We've been trying to cover everything here with my producer, Swan Tai. We've gone from the economy and the bank stress test all the way to Sanjaya, the reality show star who attended the White House Correspondents' Dinner a couple of years ago. Who will be the biggest celebrity there this year? Who would you most like to have dinner with at the White House Correspondents' Dinner? You got one more chance to give us a call in our lightning round, 1-877-266-4189. Let's first take a call, though, Swan, from Jason in Calgary. He's got a couple of good questions. Jason, thanks for listening, and what's on your mind?
Hey, Ed, how you doing?
Great, how are you?
Excellent, man. I watch you every day on the White House briefing. I had one thing about Canada today. Our unemployment numbers went shooting up, too, eh? And what I was wondering is, is the U.S. going to work a little bit harder with Canada? Because I think, together between our two countries, we could probably knock this problem down a bit, eh?
Well, I was in Ottawa earlier this year with President Obama and Prime Minister Harper, and as you recall, that was the president's first foreign trip of any kind. It was a brief one. That was before his trip to Europe when he actually went overseas. And it was very clear that there was some chemistry there and that both leaders were pledging to work together on a range of issues, including, obviously, Afghanistan, where Canada has also put up some troops and has tragically lost some troops, and President Obama noted that. It's a tough fight in Afghanistan, and a lot of the U.S.'s European allies right now are leery to still put troops on the ground, but Canada has done that, and that obviously is part of the bond. But also on the economy, as you mentioned, I specifically heard President Obama say that was around the time in February when the economic stimulus plan in the U.S. was going through Congress still, and as I recall, Canada had just passed somewhat recently a stimulus plan. And so I think to answer your question, clearly the U.S. and Canada can play a role here working together to try to turn this global recession around. But I suspect it's going to take more than just U.S. and Canadian might. It obviously is a global recession, and while that probably will make a strong impact, I think it's going to take even more than that, obviously, because this is a problem that's being felt all around the world. You see it rippling into China and all around Asia now.
Yeah, it's crazy, and we're having a big training mission up here in Canada in our base called Suffield, where it's everybody from across the country, reservists and that are going over to Afghanistan soon.
Well, interesting. I understand you got one more. Give me one more quick question because we got another caller in Los Angeles I want to sneak in here before the end of the hour. Go right ahead. Fire away.
No problem. Okay, this one's off key, but they had that UFO national press meeting not too long ago.
It was at the National Press Club. Wasn't there a press conference about UFOs and whether they exist?
They wanted to open up the files, and I was wondering if you're ever going to ask Robert about that, if they're going to try and open those files up.
Could we cue some music in Atlanta? I don't know, Sherry. Do we have any X-Files music? I don't know. She's laughing in my ear here. I'm not sure. We'll be prepared next time with some interesting music. I feel like if I ask Robert Gibbs about whether or not the UFOs exist, I feel like I might get a little bit of grief. What do you think? The blogs might be going wild after that one. What do you think?
I don't know. I think it would be good, though, just to hit him once.
All right, Jason, I'll take it under advisement. I'm still a little skeptical, but what the heck. I appreciate very much you calling, and thanks for sending your warm wishes from north of the border. And keep listening to the show. Let's go all the way out west now to Los Angeles, a beautiful city where I was just